Hi there, LW 222 Science of Nutrition and Exercise students. My name is Kara Jimenez, and I'm going to be your instructor for this 2021 semester course. Please note that our official start date is May 10th. I wanted to post this video and open up the course site a little bit early because I know many people are going to be purchasing the required textbook and whatnot. So I wanted to give you that information right away. So if you go into our course site, which is open now in e-learning, you'll come to this home page. Okay, and on the home page, you have some important information regarding our class. First and foremost, I want to stress that this is an internet course. We will not have any face-to-face meetings. Now, with that said, it does not mean that I cannot meet with you individually one-on-one through Zoom. I do schedule appointments quite often with students who might be stuck or having issues over the course of the semester. So we set up a Zoom appointment and we talk about those issues, and I help them work through what's going on. So if you need to meet with me, do not hesitate to reach out because I can be very helpful. So please note that there's also a physical activity component to the class. So meaning we do involve exercise. So you will be required to get 15 hours of exercise over the course of this semester. Okay, so remember, we only have 7 weeks for the class. So you're getting around 2.5 hours every week of physical activity that you're going to be documenting, which I will explain in a different video. Also, the required textbook that you're going to need is called Nutrition Now. It's by Judith E. Brown, and it is the 8th edition. It's enhanced. It's called Enhanced Edition, okay? So you want to make sure you're having the enhanced edition for the textbook. Now, we also need access to MindTap. So I use Cengage as one of my digital platforms in the course. So you will need access to Cengage Unlimited. So if you click on this link right here, it's going to take you directly to what you need for the class. Now I'm going to accept on the bottom. So now I can look and see, it tells me, okay, for Delta College, LW 222, I need Cengage Unlimited. Now, Unlimited, this is the one you want. You want the 4-month access to Cengage Unlimited. Now, Cengage Unlimited is going to give you access to MindTap, which is what I use. It's the digital platform that I use for my LW 222 course. Now, you can do one of two things. You can start a free trial. If you do that, you only get a free trial for 2 weeks, but if you have to pay for it after the 2 weeks is up. Okay, so a lot of students will do that because they don't have the funds right away to pay for it. Or you can click on subscribe now, and you're going to want Cengage Unlimited, the 4-month access for $119. So you're going to add that to the cart, and that way you will have access right into my MindTap course. Now, some other courses at Delta College do utilize Cengage and MindTap as well, or Cengage Unlimited. So for a list of those courses, if you go to the content button, I've provided that underneath the module that says MindTap Access and Resources. So if I scroll down under that module, MindTap Access and Resources, you will see a list of Delta College courses that utilize Cengage. So if you purchase the Cengage Unlimited, which was the $119, you would also have access to any one of these other Delta College courses that you may be taking for that same price. Okay, so in addition to giving you access to the digital platform MindTap or Cengage Unlimited, you will have access to their materials, but also their textbooks. So for example, once you purchase this access, you will have the ebook. Okay, I know a lot of students like to purchase the hard copy book. I know I'm one of those people. I like to have a hard copy book in front of me. It's easier to read than an electronic version. But I want you to understand that if you don't have to purchase the hard copy book if you don't want it. I do have access to the electronic version of the textbook. So I have integrated MindTap into this course. So if I go under the content button again and I go to, let's say, week 1 module, I have linked the textbook here. So if I scroll down under reading material, if I go to, let's just click on this one, the meaning of nutrition. This is going to take me directly to the electronic version of the textbook that we're using, to chapter 1, and I'm able to read what's in this first portion of the textbook. Okay, so I don't need the hard copy book. So you have access to the electronic version. So if you don't want to purchase the hard copy, you don't have to. But you can also rent the hard copy textbook from Cengage for $7.99 through Chegg, which they do that very often as well. For those of you that are using the bookstore, let's take a look at that real quick. And I'm going to show you where to purchase. So if I go /bookstore, let's take it right to the bookstore. Okay, so now I'm going to click on order books. Then I'm going to go over here to textbooks and say buy. Then I'm going to scroll down and select my term, which is spring summer, my department, which is lifelong wellness, course number, which is 222, and our section, I think, is between any one of these would be fine. So I'm going to click on the first one, 810 to 850. And now this pops up and I'm going to click on Get My Books. Okay, so now you can see I have 2 different choices. If I want to purchase in the bookstore, Cengage Unlimited, the 4-month access card is $144. So it's a little bit more. Remember, I showed you online, you can purchase it directly through Cengage for $119. So for those of you that do not have financial aid, that's the road I would go, would be the $119. Now this, just FYI, is just the access code, okay? It's not a hard copy book, so you're going to get a code. And when you get that big long code that you're going to scratch off when you open up the card, you're going to have to scratch off this big long code. You're going to simply enter it here. If I go back to contents again, table of content, I'm going to go to MindTap Access and Resources, right here where it says enter your MindTap access code here. So I'm going to click on that, and it's going to take me to a page where I can enter the big long code that was on the card. Now I'm already in MindTap, so I can't show you the code because I'm already a registered user. But for you, the first time user, you're going to come to a page where you're going to enter that code that came off of this card if you purchased it in the bookstore, okay? Now, this other one here, that's a couple dollars more, is basically the textbook. So it's giving you a loose leaf version of the required textbook. Okay, so you have that hard copy book, but you also get the Cengage access code, which is bundled right inside the cover of the textbook. So for those people that want the actual hard copy book, this is the one you want, okay, because it comes with the hard copy book. This one here, just the card, is just the access code, which will give you access to MindTap, to Cengage, okay? So for those of you that have financial aid to use and you're going to purchase in the bookstore, those are your 2 choices, okay? Either one is completely fine. For those of you that are purchasing on your own online, you can go directly to Cengage and purchase it right from there. So that's the major thing that we need to get taken care of right away. I'd like to have you all have gotten your textbook, whether it's the electronic version of the textbook or the hard copy. Either one is, totally up to you and your preference. But also you need access to Cengage Unlimited. Okay, you want that unlimited access for 4 months to Cengage. So that way when you take my assessments in Cengage, you will be able to open those links. Okay, so you have to have that access first. Now, I have provided everything in a weekly module basis. So when you go to the week 1 module, basically everything under week 1 is due by May 16th. So you have 1 week to complete everything under the weekly modules. Also, the very first link under your weekly module is an instructional video that will tell you how to do and exactly what you need to do for that particular week. So this video link right here, okay, is going to tell you exactly what you need to do for this first week of class. So I'm not going to get into that in this particular introductory video. So just FYI, every single week I will post an informational video, and it will be the very first link under that weekly module. Okay. Also, you're going to want to view the syllabus and the weekly schedule. So please make sure you read the syllabus and the weekly schedule in its entirety so you have an understanding of what you need to do for the class. And then lastly, I've provided some information under the Students Start Here module just to give you some more information. Also, you will see I've introduced myself here under Meet Your Instructor. So just FYI, that's all there. So basically, you know, there's a lot of videos, but that's very helpful if you're watching them on a weekly basis to kind of keep you up to speed on what you're going to be doing for that particular week. So if you have any questions after you start exploring the course, and you're stuck or stumped on anything, please reach out to me, and I can be very helpful as far as that goes. Remember, for your exercise, we're going to be documenting our exercise and submitting our logs at the end of the semester. I've talked a little bit about that in your video here under the Students Start Here module. So hopefully everybody will be on par to start for May 10th.